After so many years, the Land Transportation Office revised regulations for getting a student permit to learn how to drive and to apply for a non-professional and professional driver's licenses. Motoring Forum discusses the changes.
Over many years, teenagers couldn't wait to turn 16 to qualify for a student's permit to learn how to drive, as part of the process to get a driver's license and be legal on the road. But starting this November, 16-year-olds need not wait another year for a student's permit. The Land Transportation Office and the Department of Transportation and Communications have seen it fit to revise the regulations for getting students permits to drive and for applying for or renewing non-professional and professional driver's licenses. For many, this came as a surprise. There was no particular clamor for raising the minimum age for a student's permit. Still, authorities may have found reason to issue LTO Administrative Order Number AVT 2015-030, titled Revised Rules and Regulation Governing the Issuance of Student Driver's Permit. While many in the public and private sector agree with the change, others, including fathers who are just as excited to see their son finally drive the family car, all licensed and legal, can't see the need to fix something that, to their perception, ain't broken. Whether for the good or unnecessary, all those applying for students' permits must be at least 17 years of age and above and must present an NSO authenticated birth certificate to prove this, the original plus a photocopy. Furthermore, if the applicant has not yet reached the age of 18, he or she must present a parental or guardian's consent, again original and photocopy, plus the original and photocopy of at least one government-issued photo ID of the parent or guardian. The applicant must also submit a medical certificate issued by a licensed practicing physician attesting that the applicant is physically and mentally fit to operate a vehicle. On this note, the LTO has made it more convenient, or at least not quite a first, for applicants to get medical certification of their fitness to drive. Now, any licensed medical physician can issue the certification, instead of just those accredited clinics inside the LTO branch offices. The LTO says medical certification forms can be downloaded from its website or DOTC's. Those who get their students' permits will also be receiving reviewers on all possible questions to be asked during the written exams. The reviewers will also be made available at LTO offices and can be downloaded from the LTO or DOTC websites. There is a requirement that student permit applicants must be able to read and write Filipino, English, or any applicable local dialect in the Philippines. Foreigners can also apply for a student's permit to drive. They are, of course, subject to all the requirements set for locals, plus the following. The foreign applicant must present proof that he or she has been residing in the Philippines for at least 1 month prior to applying for the student permit. The applicant must also present proof that he or she will stay in the Philippines for at least 1 year from date of application. According to the LTO, the proof of residency comes in the form of original and copy of passport, with entry date of at least 1 month and visa duration of at least 1 year. The LTO says the student's permit will be valid for 1 year from date of issuance. When applying for a non-professional driver's license, the applicant must be at least 18 years old on the day of the application and must have had the student's permit for at least 30 days prior to the application.
There is more on new tighter regulations for the application and issuance of driver's license. Motoring Forum will also discuss in detail the new requirements and regulations for getting a non-pro and professional driver's license in the future episodes.